Well, that's the $1 million, or should I say £1 million or million question, I don't know. There's a lot of discussion still very much going on. Dominic Raab there, you heard in a very confident mood, and he was reusing those words he used here in Brussels last week when he had his latest meeting with Michel Barnier, those words energy and pragmatism, saying if that can be matched on the EU side, he reckons that this deal can be struck in time this deadline that's coming in October. His words yesterday came as he gave an address to the House of Lords in London. And then we also heard from basically the government's second in command, Cabinet Office Minister David Lidington, who also threw his hat into the ring, threw his cards on the table and threw pressure EU, saying the EU had to compromise more. It had to back Theresa May's plans, or it really did run the risk of having this no-deal situation. Both sides, Bell, have been saying for a long time now that they do want to reach this deal, but there's a lot of sticking points still remaining on things like the Irish border issue and trade as well. So there's still a lot of talking to do, and Dominic Raab will actually be back here in Brussels tomorrow for a long meeting, we're told, with Michel Barnier.
And what about Macron? What are we to make of him? First he was tough, now he seems to be throwing a lifeline. What's going on, Damon?
Yeah, if we believe these reports that are out today, it seems he's maybe softening his approach slightly. I mean, Emmanuel Macron is a man that loves Europe. He wants more of Europe. He wants more integration. He wants more closer alliances, closer relationships. So this is where he's coming from. And this was a vision he spout out earlier this week when he had a meeting with ambassadors. And these reports are saying that at this summit you mentioned earlier next month in Austria, he's likely to lay out his vision for future European alliances. And he very much wants Britain to be a special partner still, a special cross-channel partner. He sees it as, in his words, according to these reports, as Britain being in a second ring, rather like the planet Saturn, if you like, with the Eurozone and Europe as the central core, and then Britain in that outer ring. That's what he wants to see. But, Bell, a month is a long time in politics before he speaks at that summit, and this all really comes down to how these negotiations go. Whether the EU and Britain leave the negotiations shaking each other's hands, or whether they slam the door in each other's face.